Hello everybody, good morning. Welcome to the studio. Well, today I've got a visitor, Trenton, who's come all the way from Bloomsburg in Pennsylvania. Right.
They may know me better as Clay Thrower.
Clay Thrower, that's right, because you're on YouTube as well, aren't you?
I should shamelessly plug my channel. Yeah.
Absolutely. Why not? Yeah, well, we have to put a word in, don't we? Anyway, great to have you. He's just dropped by. Anyway, I'm here as usual, doing my usual thing. What have I got for you today? Well, I'm going to make a pot on the wheel, and why don't you join me? And we'll just take it as it comes. So I just set up my little tripod here, and there we are. We are in the picture. Good. I think the last couple of video clips, I forgot that I still had the camera in the zoom in mode, and when I was saying goodbye to everybody, oops, I did rather a close-up of my nose or my mouth or something. Anyway, not to worry. So here we have, I don't know, a couple of pounds of clay, 2.5 pounds of clay. So we're going to smack that down on the wheel. So let's go. Oh, what a lovely quiet wheel. I love these Shimpo VL Whisper wheels. I can hear the clock ticking just on the wall behind me. Yes, I can. So, centering the clay. Let's bring the clay up. Cone up. And center down. So you get a lump of clay and you center it. Okay, make sure you center the whole lump of clay right the way down here to the foot, or the root of the pot, as I like to call it. And I sometimes just put my thumb there just to true that up right down there at the base. Never a bad idea to do that, because if the base is going in and out here, if it's slightly off center, when you're starting your first initial pull, that unevenness that you've got down there will transmit itself up into the pot, and you're going to get an unevenness going all the way up through the pot. So this is the beginning of the pot here, right at the foot. This is where the pot begins, where it grows out of the wheel head. So that's where you've got to get it centered. Not just up here on the top, so it looks nice and pretty up here, nice and centered. You've got to get it right down there, don't forget that. Okay. Enough talk, Leach. Get on with it. You know all that stuff already. You're repeating yourself. Oh, well, if I am, I'm sorry. Never mind. So, I'm sorry you don't really see that so well. Maybe I should just move myself around here. What I did was I was going right down to the bottom, you see, just holding this hand against the side of the pot and then working the clay just with my hand on the inside like that. Alright, and that just using the hand on the outside as a steady, and that's getting a nice curved shape there on the inside. Was that a bird?
My phone beeping.
Your phone beeping? Oh,
battery
okay.
dying.
Let it die.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll get halfway home and car will break down. And
yeah, then you'll be...
yeah,
okay, going to pull up the clay now. So I'm going to let it come up a little bit naturally. You see, the clay wants to come upwards and up and out. That's what it wants to do, doesn't it? Because of the centrifugal force. And of course, the faster your wheel is going around, the more centrifugal force is going to be exerted on the wheel. So remember that. Don't have your wheel going too fast. Remember, speed kills, and it can kill your pot, especially with these modern electric wheels. They can very easily, you can come a cropper just because you're going too fast. So just get your speed under control.
One reason I like a kick wheel.
Not like a kick wheel, no.
That's one reason I like a kick wheel.
Kick wheel. Do you have a kick wheel?
Yeah. I have two. I have a
oh yeah, you said you did. You have the.
But a kick wheel forces you to go slow. Kinda.
Exactly. It does.
It's harder to throw it, but once you get
you're more in tune, I think, with the clay work when you
have to be
kick wheel.
steadier.
Yeah. Okay, let's continue with this.
I think it's a trick to large bowls and whatnot.
Yeah, definitely. Kick wheel for larger pieces like that, wide pieces is. So, feeling the clay between my fingers and lifting it up. Okay, now keeping it in at the top here. Don't let it get wide at the top. Checking the inside shape. There we go. Now this is going to be, now there's always a tip, and a good tip I think it is, push in with your outside hand, reduce the width at the base. Keep your inside hand, though, keeping it steady, the pot here. Pushing in, reducing, and then you can pull out then with the inside hand. See that motion? Working upwards and outwards like that. Giving it a little bit of belly there, just at that point. Kind of restricting it a little bit in the top there. Okay. So, there we have a reasonable looking shape. A bellied shape. This will be trimmed afterwards on the foot. Now I wanted to demonstrate something here. I'm going to do a little bit of paddled work. Paddling. Somebody
Cute.
Somebody sent me this beautiful tool. Isn't that beautiful? I have to thank Ed for that. Ed from Brooklyn, New York. Thank you, Ed. I hope I did thank you for it. I think I did. I'm pretty sure I did. Anyway, I much appreciate it. As you can see, it's a piece of wood that has been, I'm not quite sure if that's done by hand, marked out, or if that's been somehow machined, but it's a great little treaded pattern there. I'm going to wet that before I start. Oops. I'm just going to put that there in the water. Just looking here at the shape. What we're going to do is we're going to paddle the side of it using my stick there, just going in. How are we doing? Are we still in the picture? Yeah, we seem to be still in the picture. That's good. Okay. So I'm going to stop the wheel now. Now, what I want to do is, using this paddle, apply it to the side of the pot. If I just whack the pot without a hand there to support it, the pot is just going to disintegrate. Go for 6. So I've got to put my hand on there to support from the inside. Another thing, don't forget to wet the tool that you're going to paddle it with, because if you don't, the clay will just stick. That's to reduce the absorbency of the paddle. Okay, let's go. Let's putting my hand there. I'm going to whack it now on the side, smartly like. I'm going to do this 4 times. Once there, now this side. It kind of deforms it, rather, at this stage, but that's okay. We'll trim up in a minute. I love this, the way that you can leave an impression on clay. Right, now that's basically, let me just spin that around. You can see what we've done. Now I could just make that round again, or I could just slightly keep it square looking, which I think I'm going to do. Like that. So basically, see, anything that you can use that's got a bit of a pattern on it, you can use in this way. I'm trying to get this sort of now approximately square, and I think we're just about there. So there it is. You can get yourself a piece of wood. You can carve any pattern you like, can't you, on it? I had a piece of wood that somebody I borrowed once doing a demo, and it had different size holes that were drilled in it, some bigger, some smaller, at different depths, randomly placed over the piece of wood, and I used that to smack into the side of the pot, and that gave an interesting sort of looked a bit like moon craters. So there we are. Well, that pot now is ready to, I'm going to cut him off. How does he look? Maybe we can just get him going around very slowly and do a little bit of zoom work. Now remember, this is going to be trimmed afterwards. I'm quite pleased with that. I think it's quite a nice shape. Could be quite interesting with a nice glaze over that. So there we are. From Trenton and myself here in Barryville, New York. What do we say to these budding potters?
Keep practicing.
You said it.
I don't know about just the budding ones, though. I think everybody.
Yeah, everybody. Yeah, everybody. All of us have got to keep practicing. That's the secret. Okay, bye-bye now. See you.